Hello and welcome. Today we are going to be doing a tour of Flamingo, my forever island. I have been working on this island since I got it in 2021. This is, I don't even know how many iterations I have had of this island, but we are going to do a walkthrough of its current state. I have way too many hours invested in this island, probably close to 1,200 at this point. So let's see what a 5-star island looks like. All right, I have my little photo spot area right here that I love. So cute. We have my house here to the left of the airport and another house up here with a cute little sitting spot up above. We go back this way. Nice little waterfall features going on. You always see these amazing waterfall builds, and I never know where to put my waterfalls. So I have one nice one here in the front because I had no clue what else to do with this space. Okay, and then here is my town hall, extremely close to the airport, one of the closest ones I've seen. I have seen maps where they are a smidge closer, but usually people pick the maps where they're farther away. So mine is really close to the beach. Not a whole lot of decorating that you can do out in front. So to the right of Town Hall, I have the Able Sisters. And then this cute little music setup I saw on Pinterest, and I rearranged it a little bit. It's a little different than what the original one was, but I just loved it so much. And then if you keep going, we have Nook's Cranny. And in front of all that, by the beach, we have a little picnic spot, a little sitting spot to play, some toys for my villagers, and then a little spot to read. If we keep going over the bridge, we have another nice little local spot. Little spot for sitting. I love little spots like this. These are my favorite to make, little tiny spots. So up to the path, choose your own direction. We're going to keep going this way. Down here to a little picnic area. A place to, oh, there we go. Lay down, gaze at the stars. And then, oh, Sahara's here today. We have our beach. This is the only portion of the beach that is decorated on my island. Here in front of my 3 little pig house. So 1 piggy, 2 piggy, 3 piggy on the beach, having fun. If we continue up along, we come to the flower garden. I worked so hard to get every single flower on here. I bred them all myself. They took a long time. At one point, I had the entire back half of my island was just in rows, and I had a row about, at least an acre, so 16 squares, if not more. So a row of 16 for every single flower. That took a lot of work too. Now I'm just down to one of each. And no matter how I change my island, I always keep one of each because I worked hard for these flowers. We keep going up. We come to our museum. The museum was actually the last build I did on this version of the island, and I had all this space left over that I really didn't know what to do with. I usually have a huge garden, like a vegetable garden back here, and I wanted to do something different, so I just went all out on things for the museum. I think it turned out pretty cute. I like it. So on either side we have our dinosaurs. They match. Stegosaurus, my favorite dinosaur. And the Triceratops, same on the other side, and the T-Rex. And it's all the same on the other side. And then over here, closer to the beach, I have tables for them to sit and watch. Chess for the villagers to play. I don't think I've ever caught any of them over here though. And then along here, nice little display between the beach and my flower garden. So you can choose to either sit and stare at my beautiful flowers or sit with the gyroids and admire the sunrise. I do enjoy the gyroids. If you put two of them together, they'll talk to each other, and I think that's so cute. Anyway, back here, you'll find random flamingos around the island because it is Flamingo Island. My duck. I love the ducks. A little secret cafe. And then back behind the museum, tucked away, it's a secret sitting spot. And then we have our secret beach. Another place to sit and play, go surfing, talk to the gyroid. This one has a little skirt. It reminds me of a little hula girl. You know those little hula girls that you like put on your dashboard of the car and then they hula while you drive? My flamingos. Little garden of miscellaneous flowers that I just couldn't quite make myself throw away. Oh, little gyroid. Hello, gyroid. And then we have Plucky's house. Plucky, if you don't know, is a chicken. She was my very first villager, the only first that I have never traded or gotten rid of or gotten tired of. And she has always been a farmer. Wherever there's a farm, it will be next to Plucky's house because she's a chicken, and I think it fits. Okay, if we follow the path here, on the left is the orchard. On the right, a random gang of gyroids having fun. And you see the edge of the flower garden over there. Another nice little sitting spot. And then here you can see where we started from. And over there's the bridge. And when we go back here, another little sitting spot in the orchard. I believe there's 3 of every tree, 3 or 4. Yeah, 4. And then we have Stu's house with his bug friends. And we have Fauna's house with all her little decor. I like to think that Fauna loves to read, so this is her little reading spot. Place to take notes for all the books that she reads. And then Nan is back here with a bit of a chilled out reading spot. She doesn't read as much as Fauna does. In my world, anyway. And then up here, up again. And we have, oh, what's her name? Norma, I think. Is it Norma? Norma. It's her little spot. And Sasha back here. These mushrooms, you know, they're interesting, and I wanted to use them, and I kept trying to find places to put them, but unless you're really doing like a mushroom island, they're so big and they don't really fit. But I did manage to squeeze them in like next to some houses, and I think they look okay that way. A little sewing spot. And then we have the campgrounds. Not too overly decorated, just tons of flowers and trees, and a place to sit and enjoy it all. And then, oh, this is what I'm so proud of this spot. All the different trees and potted plants that I put together to try to make it look foresty. I wish there was a way to hide the pots better, but there's really nothing. Well, maybe if you put like the wheat field item in front of them, that might work. That might work. I might have to try that, the wheat field. And then our other waterfall on the island. We have Celeste's gazing spot over there. Although I don't think I've ever seen her on it, which is a pity. And then up here, just more flowers and trees. A better look at the gazing spot. Be nice for photos, though. And then we have a land bridge. I've always wanted to try a land bridge. And then I've seen a couple people do these sunken pergolas. And I thought that it was an interesting concept. But it's like I don't quite know how to make it work for my island. Like, it always looks amazing on other people's islands, and then when you try to recreate it on yours, something is just off about it, and you can't really pinpoint what it is. It's off, but it's off. But it works for now. And another mushroom. I love the mushroom items. I just don't know where to put them. Okay, so there's Stu's house again, and if we keep going this way, a nice little camping spot. You know, the caves are another item that I enjoy the aesthetic of them, and I always try to use them, but it's hard to make it look like it's a cave and not just a pile of rocks just kind of randomly sitting on your island, if you get what I mean. So I tried my best there to make it look like it kind of like, you know, continued on. Over here we have two more of the player houses. This player absolutely loves tomatoes, so he has a tomato garden at all times. Oh, gyroids! I really need to weed the island. I didn't realize it had got so grown in a couple days. Well, probably more than a few days. More gyroids. And then we have Fauna's house. I have to keep Fauna because it's not Fauna. Oh, what is her name? It's not Fauna, it's the Flamingo. I'm not going to be able to read her name. Ugh, I knew it till I tried to say it too. Let's look at the map. Flora. Flora's house. Yeah, Flora has to stay because she's the flamingo. I can't believe I forgot her name. All pink with a duck. I like to think she would get along well with the ducks. And then the beach, and then the flamingo meeting spot. Because why not? So this has been here since my island first was created back in 2021. So going on, well, a little over 4 years. Definitely 4 years. I think we're past the 4-year mark at this point. I think. Yeah. I enjoy this spot. Never changes. And then yay, my lighthouse. I love the lighthouses. I don't know why. They're so not in proportion. Like I almost wish I could like make it higher up so it could be like a perspective thing because like when you walk right up to it, it's so tiny. So yeah, there you go. That is the island of Flamingo. My always in progress 4+ years 1200 hour island. Do you like the flag? I love the flag. It's the one thing that never changes either. My daughter made it for me when I first started the island. It's so cute. I have it. You saw the flag flamingo also over there by the campfire with all the flamingos. The little flamingo spot. I have that stamped all over the ground too. Every once in a while, I randomly stamp it on the ground just to have something to smile at when I find it again. All right, so that concludes the island of Flamingo. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know your favorite part. Can't wait to see you next time. Bye.